only one. I am only one.
This week on the Stampede, up close and personal with senior nose tackle Aaron Davis.
I'm kind of a guy that plays the chip on my shoulder, plays a lot of energy. You know, I want to be on the field anytime I can.
This guy's up and back, especially on the max. On the max, you hear me?
A profile of linebackers coach Joe Herring.
With the handoff right up the middle, Zach line to the 5, runs over defenders, goal line, touchdown SMU!
And an all-access pass to the SMU Rice game.
I am only one.
I am only one.
But I am someone.
But I am someone.
I can't do everything.
I can't do everything.
But I can do something.
But I can do something.
And that which I can't do.
That which I can do.
I must do.
I must do.
And by the grace of God.
By the grace of God.
I will do.
I will do.
Bring it up, boys. Bring it up. Bring it up.
You may not recognize the name, but Aaron Davis is one of the most important players on the SMU team.
He is a kid that plays hard every play. He's been like that since he's got here. And the other kids respect him for his passion for the game and for his effort.
He's a one-of-a-kind human being. I mean, he's always energetic. He's always motivated. He's always pushing everybody to the limit to be the best we can be.
Kind of is the spirit of his team, man, and gets a lot of us fired up and going.
When you see a guy that cares like he does, I think that, you know, picks up the spirit and the attitude of some of the guys.
Davis, a 6'3", 290-pound defensive tackle, grew up in Elsner, California. He first made a name for himself at SMU on special teams.
Special teams just means a great deal to me because, you know, it's a way that you can impact the game. A lot of people kind of overlook it. I think that anytime you can get on the field, you can have an impact and you can turn a game around, and that's my mentality, you know, I take when I play special teams.
He's been fun to watch progress. I mean, he came as a walk-on, and now he's earned his way, and he's playing.
Davis is known for his big hits on kick coverage. This year, he's added the kick block to his repertoire.
And the extra point's blocked. And I think this is Aaron Davis this time, not Marcus Hunt.
Body language says Aaron Davis.
Yes, it does.
Pass it over here. It's like here. Appreciate it, man.
I think every time we go out there, we got the mentality on a field goal block that we're going to get one, and we're always bringing it, and I always think we have a chance. So I just, I turned my shoulders, ripped, and I was able to get some penetration and get my hand in the flight line.
But there's more to Davis's game than special teams. During his time on the hilltop, he's developed into a solid defensive lineman. He splits time with Torlin Pittman at nose tackle and has piled up 25 tackles this season.
I'm kind of a guy that plays the chip on my shoulder, plays a lot of energy. You know, I want to be on the field anytime I can, whether it's special teams, defense. Doesn't matter, I want to always be in the field, have an impact on the game, and that's kind of how I've always been.
Coach June Jones believes that Davis's talent and determination might carry him all the way to the NFL.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a shot to sign with an NFL team because he's very good on special teams, and he's got a motor, and he loves the game. He's a real physical player.
I'm going to have a chance to play in the next level next year. I got to have a good pro day and stuff, so hopefully I get into a camp. I think if I could get into a camp, I have an opportunity to make a team. That'd be something I want to do.
Davis is one of the most popular players on the team. His friends don't call him Aaron, they call him Spike.
I don't know if you're familiar with the movie Little Giants, but there's a kid in that movie named Spike, and I guess we kind of looked alike, and someone started calling me it, and I guess when you're new, no one knows your name, so the nickname just stuck.
It's kind of the bigger kid that's got black hair, high and tight. When Spike first got here, he had the same haircut as the kid from the movie, and kind of fit with Aaron.
Captains for the season on defense, Marcus Hunt, Zach Line, you guys voted for those guys. Aaron Davis on special teams.
June Jones named Davis special teams captain at the start of the year, and it's his job to rally the team in the moments before kickoff.
Have no fear. This is a big rivalry game. Knock the hell out of these guys. Everyone should want the ball. Everyone should want the ball to make the big play, make something happen. I came from a high school, and it's just been a tradition there, and I think it's one of the most, it's a great little bring the team together before the game and get it going. I've been doing it pretty much my whole life, so just thought I'd bring it here.
For the brotherhood on 3. 1, 2, 3.
It's like a great motivation speech for us. It really gets us in tune. We look forward to it every game. You know, Spike gonna bring us all up together, like get us all honed in on what we need to do this game to go out and execute and be the best we can be.
Well, he leads by example. You know, I think sometimes you know, you take for what it's worth. You can talk all you want, but you got to play. If you don't play and back it up, then that talking doesn't really help you.
He's kind of our emotional leader, and I think that's why the kids all respect him when he gets them together before the game.
He's allowed to be vocal, and people should listen because he is a type of guy that goes out there and lays his body out for everybody else. And those type of guys on this team are the guys you listen to and take it to heart what they say.
In just a few days, Aaron Davis will play his last game at Ford Stadium. But he leaves a legacy of passion and performance. Indeed, he will be missed.
You know, you're not just going to miss football, you're going to miss relationships you have. And, every day you come to the locker room, you get a chance to be around, 100 guys from different backgrounds, from all kinds of different places. And, that's an experience that you don't get to have everywhere else. And a lot of guys, you go in there, you got a bunch of guys who have your back, and we're all working for one goal. And that's what makes football fun.
Get to the ball!
When we come back, a visit with linebackers coach Joe Herring.
I try to get them to understand, put everything in proper perspective, and how fortunate they are to be here playing college football. Come on, young men. Ball! Call it out.
One of the more animated members of June Jones' staff is linebackers coach Joe Herring.
He's more one of those emotional type coaches. He gets fired up and does a lot of yelling and screaming and that kind of stuff. And that's just kind of his personality.
We gotta disguise as much as we can. When it's not, go up like it's soft, right?
You can tell he's very passionate about the game. He's very emotional when it comes to the game. If you don't think you're doing it to the best of your ability, he'll get up in your face. He'll let you know. He never bites his tongue. He speaks what's on his mind.
Old school, very old school, very loud, but you definitely know that he knows his stuff and he's got a lot of experience. So as a player, you really want to listen to him.
Get to the ball! Get to the ball!
It's a joy having him around just because, he's got a lot of experience. He's the older coach in the coaching staff, and, you just you could pick his brain for stuff and he could tell you stories. It's great having him around.
I try to get them to understand, put everything in proper perspective and how fortunate they are to be here playing college football. And I always say how fortunate I am to be around those young men.
We gotta get on top of that guy. Set the edge. They're running everything outside.
Herring was an all-conference linebacker at Bucknell. His first job out of college, the United States Army. He received an officer's commission and commanded a company in Vietnam, rising to the rank of first lieutenant. With his service to country complete, Herring returned to football, coaching at Bucknell, Kentucky, Boston University, and Kent State. His resume boasts extensive pro experience, including stops in the Arena League, World Football League, Canadian Football League, and the NFL.
I spent 17 years in the NFL, really 30 years in pro football. June Jones and I became friends in 1985 when he was the offensive coordinator, I was the defensive coordinator, and Miles Davis was the head coach at the Denver Gold, and then we coached again with the Atlanta Falcons. So when he got this job, I told him that I'd like to end my career coaching with him.
Disguise up and back, especially on the max. On the max, you hear me?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I know you weren't in on that. But move back and forth.
SMU's 3-4 defense is designed to funnel tackles to the linebackers. Under Herring's tutelage, seniors Jagera Davis and Taylor Reed have become the team's wrecking balls.
I love him to death. He'll try and do whatever he can to help you get to the best of your ability. We both came in together, so the bond we have grown to have with each other is just like a father-son, like a type of bond. So I can go to him for anything when I got questions about the game or just my personal life. He's always been there for me, and he's just been a great man.
Davis came up big against Stephen F. Austin, posting 9 tackles, a sack, and a 34-yard fumble return for a score.
Austin from their 44, and they look to throw a screen pass, and it's going to be picked off. It was a lateral that's taken by Jagarin Davis into the end zone, and he dropped it before the goal line. No, they call it in.
Reed leads the team in tackles with 65. He also has 2 picks against Houston, one of which he returned for his first career score.
And Taylor Reed picks it! Touchdown, Mustangs!
Start things off. Joiner. Physical.
Yes, sir.
That's how you get after these talent teams.
Yes, sir.
You get them right after from the beginning.
Yes, sir.
Tell them who's boss.
Yes, sir.
Junior Randall Joyner looks to be Herring's star of the future. He's second on the team in tackles and has a knack for the big play with 3 picks and 2 fumble recoveries.
Pressure, Attaway throws, it's intercepted. Intercepted by Joyner at the 45.
He's a great asset to this program, and has a lot of experience, and he's really helped me and other players to become like the best they can be.
Biggest thing about college football is the kids that you have need to be able to play to their potential. And that's what June has done, and that's what the program has done, and that's why we're going for our 4th bowl game.
We got trips out here. Let's go.
This is Herring's 4th season on the Hilltop. He's been a big part of the resurgence in SMU football, but he knows there's still a lot more to be done.
I still enjoy the game, the competition, the coaching. It's something I've done for all my life, so it's really fun to be around here, and we'll see. We'll take 1 year at a time and see how long I stay.
Still ahead, the Mustangs take on the Owls.
All right, hey, listen up. We got 1 goal today. That's to win this football game, get bowl eligible, 4 bowl games in 4 years.
On Saturday, SMU is in Houston to play Rice. On paper, it looks to be a pretty even matchup. The Mustangs are 5-5. The Owls are riding a 2-game winning streak that has pushed their record to 4-6. This is the 90th meeting between the longtime rival schools, with SMU holding the series edge 48-40 and 1. There's a lot riding on this game for SMU. The winner of the game receives the Mayor's Cup, an award that came into being in 1998 when Ron Kirk was mayor of Dallas and Lee Brown was the mayor of Houston.
We're just fired up because we're here and we're going to try to win on the road. Having lost 1 on the road at Tulane, you can't, ever be anybody if you don't win in the conference on the road. And the kids are just focusing on that. We're not looking past anybody but Rice.
Victory would also make the Mustangs bowl eligible for a school record 4th consecutive year.
All right, hey, listen up. We got 1 goal today. That's to win this football game, get bowl eligible, 4 bowl games in 4 years. Has never been done. Everyone should be ready for this game. We know what we got to do. You shouldn't need a pep talk to get you going. Hey, for the brotherhood on 3. 1, 2, 3. For the brotherhood!
Guys, this is going to be a dogfight all the way, all the way. Whenever we play in these games, there's a lot of emotion. I can tell all week in practice, we focus. We know what we have to do. No stupid penalties, no 3rd down penalties, no energy penalties of any kind of that nature. Make the fewest mistakes, and we will win the game. Take care of the football, energize to the ball, get 11 guys to the ball. Every ball that's out on their side, we get it, all right?
Over the last 2 seasons, SMU is 13-0 when scoring first. But in this game, it is Rice that strikes first, as kicker Chris Boswell connects from 56 yards.
And looks to have plenty of distance. Wow, that would have been going good from over 60.
SMU responds with a 9-play drive, 5 passes and 4 runs, and Zach Line scores from the 7.
Zach Line to the 5, runs over defenders, goal line, touchdown SMU! Zach Line powering through that defense of the Rice Owls for another 70 yards and an SMU touchdown.
Boswell boots another field goal, this time from 51. And it's SMU 7, Rice 6 at the end of the first quarter.
When we run saw and it's empty, they're going to stay in the B gaps. So you're going to pop the center and just back up, and you got both A gaps if you scramble. All right? Or if you feel comfortable, you can get separation in that center and bully him a little bit. You got both A gaps. Okay? That's where he's going to run when we bring that saw.
The second quarter is largely a defensive struggle.
Nothing easy. We don't get nothing up, all right? No cheap points.
But with less than 3 minutes to halftime, the game turns in the Owls' favor.
Garrett goes play action. Looking left, nothing there. He's hit. Ball's out of his hands. It's loose on the ground. Rice has recovered it at the SMU 20-yard line.
Garrett Gilbert is sacked and fumbles. Rice recovers inside the red zone, and the Owls convert the takeaway into points.
3 wide receivers, play action. He's going to throw to McDonald on the seam at the 10. Runs over Shaquille Randolph to the 5. Touchdown, Vance McDonald from 19.
On Rice's next possession, the Owls march 82 yards for another score.
Looking to throw to the right, nothing's there. Looks left, now he's going to roll out to his right, directing some traffic, under some pressure. Pass goes right by Jay Scott into the end zone, and it's caught by Dante Moore for a touchdown.
In the blink of an eye, an SMU 7-6 lead is swept away, and Rice holds the advantage 20-7 as the teams head to the locker room.
Everything that we've worked on is there, so just take care of your job, one snap and clear everything.
In a game like this where it's helter-skelter, you got to stay with your base rules of what we've done for 11 games, right? You can't get on your own program. You can't make busts. You just do what we do.
We got a chance to do something that will be very large in all your lives, is come back in the fourth quarter and win the game. We just need players making plays. Do your job. Do your job. We need 2 takeaways on this, and don't give it away. We get 2 takeaways and we don't give it away, we will win the game, okay? We will win the game. They competed harder than we did in the first half, all right? Do your job. Do your job. It's not them, it's us. Tackle, play your assignment, catch the football, throw the football, run the ball, and just execute. That's all it is. I don't want to sit in this locker room any longer. Let's go. Let's break and get out of here.
They came out there and exploited our weaknesses. We gave them the ball, they scored. We gave them a break, they scored. We ain't doing what we do.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
We got a goal to reach. We got plans, and they're trying to take them away. This team is not as good as us. Let's go. Let's go on kickoff. Shut them down within the 10-yard line. Defense, go out there, get a pick, get a fumble, and we'll take it in.
Let's go.
Let's go. Come on.
Mustangs on 3. Mustangs on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Mustangs.
Let's go.
Next up, second half highlights. Stay with us as the Stampede rolls on. As the second half begins, the Owls lead the Mustangs 20-7.
Do something, keep playing.
On SMU's first possession, it's 1st and goal at the Rice 7.
Handoff is to Zach Line. He's going right to the corner, trying to turn it at the 5. A stiff arm, and he dives towards the end zone. He fumbled the football into the end zone. They called it a touchdown.
I feel a challenge coming.
Oh, my gosh. I don't know that his hand was still on the ball when it crossed the plane to the goal line. He was reaching out for that end zone. It came out as he went out of bounds.
The SMU player lost possession at the half-yard line.
Line's fumble is costly, but far from fatal. After another Rice field goal, SMU's offense kicks into gear again. Gilbert finds Darius Johnson for 38 yards. Then it's time for Zach Line to do what he does best.
Zach Line coming left, cuts inside to the 5 to the goal line. Second touchdown today.
At the end of 3 quarters, it's Rice 23, SMU 14. But that's as close as SMU will get. Chris Boswell kicks 2 more field goals, giving him a record-tying 5 for the game. And quarterback Taylor McHard gets a score with his feet.
Going left to the 5 to the goal line, hits the pylon, touchdown Rice.
Good win, David. Who you got next week?
We're going to go to UTEP.
Well, get down there and get a win. You get a bowl game again.
Final score, Rice 36, SMU 14. For the Mustangs, it's a very disappointing day indeed.
We shot ourselves in the foot a couple times. It gave Rice some opportunities to make some plays, and they took advantage of them. Got to give credit to them.
We didn't play well defensively, offensively, special teams wise, none of us.
We just made too many mistakes. We didn't play our brand of football.
I was a little disappointed how we finished the game. It looked like we lost control a little bit of ourselves, but I think the guys were frustrated.
Still, there were some bright spots. Wideout Darius Johnson caught 6 balls for a season-high 153 yards. Line finished with 94 yards on the ground, which gives him 4,033 for his career. He's one of only 2 Mustang running backs to crash the 4,000-yard barrier. The other is, of course, Eric Dickerson. Randall Joyner led the team with 12 tackles, one more than Taylor Reed. The Mustangs stand at 5-6, but there's still a lot to play for. SMU hosts Tulsa in the last game of the regular season, and a win over the CUSA West leading Golden Hurricane will make the Ponies bowl eligible for the 4th consecutive year.
Tulsa's a very good team, and they're coming to play us in our house, and we have to win. Simple as that.
We can play with those guys, and so we just got to get back to work and not do the things that we did today.
It's also Senior Day, the final game in Ford Stadium for 20 Mustangs who've been the foundation of SMU's football renaissance.
Next week, senior night. It's going to be a big night for all the seniors. The younger guys owe it to us to play their best. That's what we've done every year for our guys.
And finally, it's SMU's last CUSA game, as next year the Mustangs move to the Big East. For tickets, call 214-768-4263. That's 214-768-4263. Or log on to smumustangs.com.